in my mind, a sort of a competing model. Another way of thinking about it is this thing about universal design for learning. Um, that's the authors are Rosenmeyer, I think, with a CAS, Center for Applied Special Technology or something like that. It's up in Massachusetts. But anyway, those guys have written a lot about universal design for learning. And universal design for learning is based on this thing called universal design, which my understanding is originally came out of architecture and urban planning and that kind of thing. And the idea is that you're building public spaces for people that are designed in such a way that they meet the needs of people with special needs, but at the same time, the way that they're designed actually work for everybody. And the typical examples that are given are the curb cuts and sidewalks. So so that you don't have to go up over the curb. It's just like a little ramp that gets you up. And as somebody who rides their bicycle to work every day, I recognize that whereas that works for people in wheelchairs, it also works for people on bikes or maybe older people who can't lift their legs up as high. So another example is closed captioning on a TV, originally designed for people who are hard of hearing. In fact, works really well if you're in a crowded restaurant and they don't want to have the volume turned up, so they just use the closed captioning, and everybody can benefit.
Right.
So that's the idea of so in universal design for learning, it takes this concept and says, okay, how can we design learning environments that meet the needs of special needs of individuals, but at the same time can benefit everybody. So it's kind of it's almost kind of like you look at the lowest common denominator. I'm not sure it's even the lowest common denominator is the right term here. But let me just give an example. So a lot of this is around technology. So if you can have an online book online using one of these readers, they call them, and if you presented the reading material in a way that a learner can enlarge the typeface, can have the text spoken aloud as they are reading it, can possibly click on words and get a definition. That kind of a reading environment obviously can work really well for kids who are maybe slow readers, who need larger print, who have difficulty seeing. But that environment also can work it can benefit probably anybody. Anybody might value being able to click on a word they don't understand and look it up, not just a slow reader. So that's the idea of universal design for learning. That said, there's probably a middle ground here where you're applying the principles of universal design for learning, and you are at the same time in certain ways looking out for the needs of individuals, if that makes any sense.